Yeah, so I thought I'd go over some of these trading cards. They're they're all German ones, but they're quite old, and some of them are pretty interesting. Like I'm mostly collecting sports cards, but when you look at these older non-sports and some of the artwork and photos, um, these look quite nice compared to some of the poor, 1950s, 1960s sports cards that you see. Um, and again, they're much older, and yeah, in many cases, they look kind of nice. Um, so yeah, these were the first two that I picked up from. I actually got all of these cards from the same seller, but so these are two film cards. Um, yeah, Peter Lorre on the left and Louise Brooks on the right. So yeah, I took some film courses in college, and so I know some of these actors a little bit. So kind of fun to pick them up. This one is in much better condition than Louise Brooks, but this is kind of fun because she has like some stuffed animals there. And I couldn't find any copies of this one that were graded with PSA. This one has some graded copies. I think it has just one graded copy actually, but kind of interesting. I mean, this one is pretty nice looking, except for this top corner, but otherwise very nice. Yeah. But I was a little surprised with the size. It's, smaller size than you're used to in a sports card. It is non-sports, but yeah, I also have some of these Marlene Dietrich cards. So they're all in the same pack, but you can get them for pretty cheap. So the next ones are these Stollwerck cards. These painter cards. I have 5 out of 6. There's a 6th one that I don't have. It's more expensive, which I haven't been able to find yet. I've been looking for the Da Vinci, but yeah, the prices get a bit more than I want to spend right now. Maybe, it's as much fun to hunt for it than it is to obtain it a lot of the time, right? So we'll see. I might get one down the road. But again, these are so nice looking, So these Stollwerck cards, they usually have groups of 6. So this one has 6 painters. The titles are on the back. So this is Michelangelo. Raphael is here. And Andrea del Sarto. So I noticed from another collector's description, collector not hoarder, has very nice videos about these cards, and yeah, you should definitely go look at that video. Yeah, because he goes through it in pretty nice detail. But I mean, look at the images here and the painting, and it's just beautiful stuff. But I don't know if you can notice the corners. They have indents on the corners. It's kind of like a diagonal indent because they were put into albums, and yeah, some of them have that damage on the corner you can see on the back here, but not a big problem. This one in particular has none of that. It's just sharp and nice. This one, and I have another one. This Isaac Newton, also, pretty nice overall. It looks like this one has a bit of a yellowish tint compared to the others. I mean, it's it's 120 years old. You know, you can kind of forgive some of those issues. But again, like, quite nice. And these are some other ones. So Kant and James Watt here also, and some other old dead guy. I'm so disrespectful. But yeah, I also have, let's see, I'll put these aside for now. The video is going to get a little bit long. Yeah, I also have a Columbus here. And maybe for the next ones, well, I'll stick with the Stollwerck because, yeah, so this is the oldest card that I have here. This is from 1899, I believe. Yeah, so this is Philip Rice, his, yeah, inventor of telephone, not as well known as Graham Bell, but yeah. Again, this one is pretty reasonable condition too. I mean, it's off center, but not a big issue. I don't know if I'll grade any of these just because, I don't know, you send them off and then you don't have them for so long, you don't know when you'll get it back, and it's kind of expensive. I don't know, maybe I'll grade 2 or 3 maybe. So yeah, I mean, again, look at the artwork here. It's just so nice. And descriptions on the back, right? I mean, you see modern cards today that they don't have any descriptions. It's just some garbage, and you know, this stuff you can get for so cheap. And it's just rare and beautiful and, you know, awesome. So this Beethoven from 1924, I believe. Yeah, I have some pop counts here. 1920, what? 1924, yes. And this one has been graded 4 times in total, with the highest one being a 6. I don't think this one would get a 6. I'm usually pretty harsh, but I know PSA is very difficult, especially recently. So if I were to grade this, I wouldn't expect much more than a 5. You know, some of the corners are not great, though it is pretty good. I don't know, like, I don't know if there's anything on the bottom there. No. But other issues with PSA, you know, they'll probably say it doesn't meet size requirements or something. Could be anything. Like, I don't really know. I'm thinking these are all genuine, you know, like, I'm pretty, I think the seller is pretty reliable, it seems like. Here are some more Stollwerck cards. So these are, let's see, maybe Painter. I think so. Yeah, so these are kind of lesser known, very famous painters. Okay, and I also have some of these Eckstein-Halpaus cards, which are small. They look kind of like this. So the Shakespeare, Da Vinci, Lincoln, and Ben Franklin. So again, like, very nice images. Da Vinci is kind of like, not great, you know, it's kind of the same picture you see everywhere, but, you know, kind of fun. Again, you have nice descriptions on the back. This one in particular is in very good shape, and again, like, very low populations with PSA, but I could do PSA, I could do SGC, but I don't know. I would consider grading this one. But I mean, very fun to collect and pick up. But again, like, you could get down a bit of a rabbit hole when looking at some of this stuff because there's so much. But again, I'm very happy to have some of them, yeah, in my possession. Yeah. And yeah, I do recommend you check out that Collector Not Hoarder video for the Stollwerck cards if you haven't, which I would imagine if you're here you've probably seen it. But yeah, very fun. Okay, see ya.